And good evening, nerds around the world. Welcome to a special Nerds Unite as One episode. It is Paul English, joined by Chris Miller. How are you, sir?
Doing good, doing good, doing good. Yeah, and it's a homecoming. It's just like
It's the best homecoming of all kinds.
It's the best homecoming. I suppose it is. I mean, it might be close.
In case you can't put the pieces together, everyone, or in case you didn't read the title of this special, we are going to be discussing the first trailer for Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man Homecoming. Trailer dropped a couple days ago. We are all pumped as hell about it, and Chris and I are here to discuss it. So, Chris, I'll let you lead off. Let's jump straight in. Give me your, overall thoughts about the trailer before we jump into some specifics.
I saw it. I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer when it was released. It was released about. It was online. On Jimmy Kimmel, they showed it around Thursday night of the show. I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect from this trailer. And I was pleasantly surprised by it. I was pleasantly surprised by. I was very pleasantly surprised by how well put together it was. Especially, it's just like, just the humor of it. The humor of it is just like it almost kind of washed away all the memories of those two Spider-Man starring Andrew Garfield. Granted they weren't. His performance was the best. It's just like they didn't do the character justice. It had a lot of heart in it. It had a lot of humor in it. It's just like, Tom Holland, he slowly won me over. Although I did like him, I did. Of course, I loved him. I just loved his performance in Captain America: Civil War as our favorite recalling neighborhood webslinger. I think this one may solidify his portrayal. This one he may take the cake as probably the best actor to play the Spider-Man character. Probably better than Tobey Maguire. Though. The spirit of the character seems to have been retained. I just love all the quips with Tony and his exchange. Just like, I think their interactions are going to be just so hard. The whole thing. I just can't wait to see more because they just click. They just click so well. For what you see in this trailer, though. I wasn't really. Like I said, although I was glad that I was glad that that Marvel's got the movie rights from Sony back. Spider-Man was a little like I don't know about apprehensive, but a little ambivalent. It's like hopefully they'll wash the stink away from previous Spider-Man incarnations. Amazing Spider-Man, but I was all at the same time. It's like because it all started with Spider-Man 3 and how that turned out.
Yeah. Fell apart once we saw emo Peter, didn't it?
Yeah, but it's just like, when looking at this trailer, it's like this could actually have a chance. And the Vulture looks, he looks awesome though. And you think Michael Keaton would try playing comic book characters that are based on things that fly though? Yeah, Spider-Man v Batman. I'm just kidding. But yeah, the way I look at it, my anticipation level just have rose watching this trailer, and this is like, and I can't wait for the next trailer. Like I said, I have a little bit more hope for this movie than I thought would be possible.
All right. As just general thoughts before we get into specifics, I thought it was good. You can clearly tell with this trailer that Marvel has their fingerprints all over this. You know, they basically tell everyone at Sony, stay in the corner, we got this, okay? And usually it has all the feel of a great Marvel movie. The character interactions are hilarious, and you know, the scenes that we got, you just feel definitely like a great like high school movie with some superhero. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got to talk about Tom Holland. I mean, we got glimpses of how good he could possibly be in Civil War, but you know what? I'm not going to say it until I see him, but I think he could be the best Spider-Man of all time. I mean, he just seems to be owning this character so well, from both the one-liner remarks to his, you know, nerdiness in his Peter Parker, the one-liner of Spider-Man. He just looks like he's got both sides of this character nailed down to a T. I mean, he's got Andrew Garfield's wisecracks. He's got Tobey Maguire's, you know, nerdiness that he did so well. I mean, he just looks like the perfect hybrid of those two characters, those two incarnations of the character. And yeah, I'm loving what he did, especially the new spider wings. Oh my God, they went so old school with that, but it looks great. I gotta ask you, how much weight did this guy lift? Because good Lord, there must have been like so many 15-year-old teenage girls swooning when his suit came off. You saw his chest. I'm like, dude, did someone sculpt? What did you do to yourself, man? What were you eating? Nothing but fried chicken and grilled chicken and bench pressing 300 pounds a day? What the hell? So, you know, talking to me about Tom Holland. What do you? I mean, you already said a lot about him. Can you add anything more?
I'm not sure if I can add anything more. I mean, I don't know, but from what I see, he seems to, you know, I mean, he seems to, I mean, it seems, you know, looking at him, he's just like, he seems so right for it. It's just like, I mean, this is like the humanity, the warmth, you know, the nerdiness, you know, the pluckiness, the nobility, of Spider-Man. It's just like, he seems to capture it so well. You can see that in glimpses of small doses in both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's portrayals, but this kid seems to like. I think he gets it. I think he gets it. Especially, I love the opening scene, the opening part of the trailer where he's facing up against the bank robbers. It's like, I was like, you're not the real Avengers. That gives so much away. I was like, that's Spider-Man.
Like, how about that scene where he's just like dodging attacks while standing on the wall? That was just brilliant.
Especially when it's spreading, like it's like, dude, you're the real Spider-Man. No, I'm not. He's captured so much of the awkwardness of the character. He just fits it so. He just fits it so. I mean, he just catches that almost perfectly. I mean, and especially like you said, with his scenes with Robert Downey Jr., he's so like he's most like a protege to him. It's like the rich uncle he never had, something like that. I like that. It's just like, and Tony is just as charming and entertaining as ever, man. Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland. It's just like, from what I've seen, it's like it's so natural. I can't wait to see the final. I can't see how. I mean, I can't wait to see them play off each other in the movie. So far, so good. I mean, I just like, but it seems like they seem to get it. I mean, that's what.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So it looks like they're going with, at least in this movie, they're making Liz Allen the main love interest from the looks of it in this movie. How do you feel about that? I mean, we had MJ in the first one. We had Gwen Stacy in the second incarnation. How do you feel about them going with Liz Allen in this one?
Well, I barely know much about the Liz Allen character. You know, I mean, I don't know too much about her. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she's. I mean, I'm certain she was in previous Spider-Man incarnations. You know, supposed to be. I heard she's in the Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes, she was, and that's really all I know about her. Everything, you know, that's the only iteration I know about her. In that iteration, she starts off as like, you know, the typical, you know, cheerleader who, you know, thinks Peter's a giant nerd. but as she gets to know him more, she starts to develop feelings for him, and they do actually date for a while.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to be. We're seeing with Mary Jane. I mean, there was we're seeing with Mary Jane. See, I mean, it's kind of good. I mean, well, of course, Mary Jane is known as Spider-Man. It's the only. She's known as the true love of Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. I mean, we didn't see. I mean, she's for what we see in the Spider-Man, the big screen. Of course, she's only seen those 3 films that Sam Raimi directed. I I really don't have a problem with them going with having another character become Peter's love interest. I mean, I'm certain in future sequels we'll see Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane down the line somehow. I mean,
oh, no doubt.
I mean, it could be an interesting thing. I mean, looking at Mary Jane. You can say they're kind of they're friends and neighbors, and so, I mean, of course, before Peter Parker became Spider-Man, he didn't really know her well. Of course, she just started to develop feelings for him. I mean, same with Gwen Stacy. It would be nice. I mean, it would be nice to see a love interest for Spider-Man. I mean, for Peter Parker, who just sees him as one thing and starts to develop. As things go along down the line, she sees something more. I mean, I'm not certain they're going to do that with this movie. It's kind of likely. I mean, it would be nice if they did something a little different. I mean, like I said, I don't know if that's what they're going for, but I wouldn't mind it myself.
All right. So let me ask you, you seem pretty overjoyed about this trailer, Chris. Was there anything about it you didn't like?
Not really. Not really. It's hard to point out obvious. It's hard to point out obvious negatives. They pretty much. They pretty much. They pretty much. Kind of, I believe, put together a solid preview. Of the film that they're making. Not so. I'm not sure we had any negatives. I'm pretty sure there were 2 parts of the trailer that felt uneven, I suppose. But I wouldn't say it's a perfect trailer, but it's a fantastic trailer. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any minuses, I suppose.
All right. There is a problem I have with this trailer. It's an aesthetic feature to it, and I don't know if I can look past this because it just stuck out like a sore thumb to me in this trailer, and that is, don't react until I fully finish. I have a serious problem with Vulture, specifically that helmet. When he first shows up, I'm looking at him like, that is a really cool look. I mean, he's got the wings are nice. He's got this green jacket that kind of reminds me of like an old school Vulture look. I mean, all that's really cool. But good Lord, that helmet is atrocious. Like if I didn't know, I would be wondering who that guy is. Like, that's not Vulture. He looks nothing like Vulture.
I suppose there's a kind of a bland look to the helmet, I suppose. I'm not sure.
I know, it's like you couldn't put like a giant beak or something on it, or
maybe
you can't make his face deformed or something. I mean, come on, give us. It doesn't look like Vulture. So yeah, and now granted, I haven't seen that many interpretations of Vulture. I've seen the one from the 2002 Spider-Man video game. I've seen him in Spectacular Spider-Man. I've seen the Ultimate Spider-Man version. I've seen the noir version in Spider-Man Shattered Dimension. I've seen a few different interpretations of Vulture, but what all sets them apart is like their fate, at least at least the nose part, they look like a vulture. I'm not getting that with this suit. Like the jacket's nice, the wings are cool, but if, like I said, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that I would be wondering who this person is because that's not Vulture.
I
have a serious problem with that.
I mean, it's like they didn't. I mean, I would say I think they didn't really do a lot to go out their way to show audiences that this is Vulture. I mean, this is the character you remember from. This is the character from the. It's pretty much the character from the as we tried to translate him from the comics. I mean, it would have been nice they would have added some elements to. Added some elements to. Like I say, a beaker would have been really nice. I mean, would have been okay. I would say it's okay. I mean, would have been okay. I mean, would have been nice to bring to the overall design of that helmet. I mean, it's not. I mean, like I said, it's not fantastic looking. It's okay, but some things could have been improved.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you got to do something with that helmet, dude. I mean, you got to, you got to do something. You got to change it because as it sits right now, it is horrible. You got to do something with it. I'm just hoping and praying that maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like a prototype helmet or something. Maybe the suit's a prototype and you've got a more advanced one waiting in the wing that's gonna, look a little more like a vulture. So I don't know, that's all I'm hoping for. Speaking of villains, it looks like they're also gonna have Shocker in this movie. So we got two villains that Spider-Man's gonna have to deal with. Does that make you nervous in any way, considering Sony's track record of too many villains in a movie makes the movie suck? Or do you think it's going to be okay since Marvel's kind of got the control of it and they only have two as opposed to three?
I suppose that's slightly unnerving because you see, of course, with these kind of movies when they put in multiple villains, it turns out it's more bark than bite. I suppose. I'm not sure. It's just handling these kind of adversaries, multiple adversaries in one movie is just not used properly, especially with Spider-Man 3. That was just terrible how they handled his foes in that movie. It's just like, especially with Venom. How they did. I almost can't forget enough what they did with him. Especially with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the Rhino.
Yeah, that was. What were you thinking, Paul Giamatti? I mean, you are such a good actor. What were you thinking doing that?
Yeah, it was like, can you think of any way to how you get to just destroy this? Oh God! But yeah, I mean that kind of makes me a little. I'm just still thinking about it. I will crush you. I kill you. I destroy you. I was like,
I am Rhino. Oh, jeez.
It's like, almost. Just hold. Yeah. Could you hold on for a second?
Do you want me to blank the screen out, or?
I just hold on for 1 second. Just yeah.
Mm-hmm. While Chris is waiting, I'll quickly give my thoughts about Vulture and Rhino. Not Rhino, Shocker. Yeah, I am a little. I am a little. All right, I was just talking about how I think about it. As far as having both Vulture and Shocker in the movie, yes, I am a little nervous given Sony's track record of having more than one villain be in a movie. But I'm not as nervous about it as I was with like Amazing Spider-Man 2, and there are a couple of reasons why. Number one, apparently there have been some stories in the comic books, or certainly in the 02 Spider-Man game, where like Shocker and Vulture have worked together before. I don't know if they've been like they're frequent collaborators, but it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen them work together. So that alone puts me a little bit at ease. Plus, as we said right at the beginning, Marvel's got their fingerprints all over it. So if any studio can handle having more than one villain in a movie, it's Marvel. I think so. About it, I don't think it'll be a disaster. I think Marvel will find a way to make it work.
Here's to hoping. Man, anything better than what we got from the last Raimi film.
That being said, I do also know, I still believe that Sony is still trying to set up the Sinister Six. Now, whether or not they've completely abandoned the notion of giving them their own spin-off, God, I really hope so. But I do know that Vulture and Shocker are frequent members of the Sinister Six. So if Sony wants to try this idea of bringing them in, you know what? That's fine. I'd be good with it. Just don't give them their own movie. Don't do a Suicide Squad thing. I mean, don't do that. But if you want to have Spider-Man face off with the Sinister Six, go ahead. You know, just make sure Kevin Feige you obey every single rule Kevin Feige gives you when it comes to doing it.
Oh yeah.
So, do you think we might still see the Sinister Six in a live action form?
I suppose. I mean, not in a solo movie. I suppose. I mean, maybe together in a Spider-Man sequel or something like that. But not. I think they had some. I think they were kind of floating around with the idea, but I suppose. I mean, but given how it all fell apart, it was due to how Amazing Spider-Man 2 performed in the box office. I feel that they're not gonna. I feel they're not gonna go in that direction. I feel they're not gonna tackle that idea. I think they're not gonna tackle the idea of a Sinister Six film. I think that idea is off the table. As much as that would be interesting to see, I believe they're not gonna go in that direction.
Even if Kevin Feige thinks they can pull it off?
They may have too much on their plate. I mean, come on. They got, Marvel's got, you see the number of movies Marvel's going to have in the pipeline? So, yeah.
We got Guardians and Thor Ragnarok coming out that year as well.
Yeah, it will be having too much on the plate, though.
Valid point. All right, so let's wrap it up by saying I think we can all agree that we were pretty hopeful about Spider-Man Homecoming after learning that Marvel would executive produce it and after seeing Tom Holland in Captain America Civil War. Has this trailer increased your excitement for this movie? I think you said it had, Chris, but can you confirm that?
It has increased my excitement, most definitely. Like I said, from what I've seen, this is like I said, the spirit of the character seem to have. I'm not basing this on just one trailer, but it seems like with this trailer that they got the spirit of the character right. I mean, it's just like I said, the humor. It had the humor. It had the heart to it. Tom Holland. He's just like he seems to be Spider-Man. He's just looking at this, like I said, what he did with Civil War. He's going to successfully how he brought him to life into his first solo Spider-Man movie. It's like, and I like the aspect, how they're drawing how on Peter Parker's high school life. That's going to be interesting to see. I mean, that's what kind of drew me to it. It's just like all his frustrations as a high school student. That's going to be exciting to see. And it's just like, I'm just like, like I said, it's just it looks so much fun though, and that's why it looks like a really really fun movie. And like I said, you're right. As I said, my excitement level just jumped a few more notches. I mean, I have a little bit more hope for this movie than I thought I would. it was great to have Spider-Man back, but I was a little skeptical. But seeing just one trailer, I'm like I said, I'm more excited. It's just like it seems like they actually, like I said, was Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, they got it right in small doses, but it seems that this seems like the film that, you know, we got to see who Spider-Man is from the comics, though.
Yes, indeed.
I say so far so good, I suppose.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm also more excited for this movie after seeing this trailer. I think, you know, Sony just needs to remember, you know, let Marvel do their thing. They know what they're doing, so just listen to them, and we may have a damn good Spider-Man movie on our hand. First one in, well, Spider-Man 2 came out in 2004. The other three films have been garbage. So our first good Spider-Man film in 13 years,
10 years.
looks like.
Well, 13 years, yeah. There were 13 years, I suppose. Yeah, tell that to Warner Bros. Since we haven't got a good Superman movie in 35 years.
You know what? Here's an idea. I think I know how to turn it around. Let's get Greg Berlanti executive producing the DC Extended Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Considering the great job he's done with CW, I think he could do wonders for the DCEU.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. We don't have to get more Martha.
The end of the Martha jokes for good. How glorious would that be?
Oh, man.
No. Berlanti would have none of that.
Yeah. Heaven forbid.
Oh my god. All right. So guys, that is going to wrap up our discussion. We hope you're excited about this movie coming up. If you enjoyed the trailer and want to share your thoughts, don't type them down in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoyed it. And Chris, thank you very much for being here. This was fun.
Oh, definitely. It's great, and especially just getting a few, especially talking about this trailer, talking about the trailer for this film starring my third favorite superhero movie of all time. Can't wait.
All right, guys. So thanks for watching this special. Have a good day. Bye-bye.